All right, folks, we are back on Wade's World, and today we're taking a look at the developments that are happening in a follow-up story here. The most hated streamer on the internet, Jack Doherty, has been arrested and charged with drug possession and resisting arrest in Miami, Florida. And this is, I'm smiling because normally I don't prey on anyone's downfall, but this kid needs a reality check, and I think he just might have gotten it. What just happened? Let's talk about it. All right, Jack Doherty has been arrested. Social media star, they should put some quotations around that or just remove that word and put social pariah, has been arrested in Miami Beach. This was yesterday. Famous YouTuber and content creator Jack Doherty. Again, they say famous YouTuber and content creator. He's not even a YouTuber anymore. I'm pretty sure the content that he creates is on like a crypto scam site. I don't know if it's Pump Fun or Ding Dong or Dick Doink or whatever the fuck is going on, but they stream on all these different goofy ass crypto scam infested sites now that everybody has their own little deal. But he's on one of those. Definitely not a famous YouTuber, at least not anymore. Not since he became this shithead that just walks around harassing people. Today, apparently, he got what was coming to him. Famous YouTuber content creator Jack Doherty's been arrested in the Miami area. He was cuffed by Miami Beach police outside a smoke shop and booked into Florida's Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center just before 9 a.m. on 3 charges: possession of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana, and resisting arrest. Okay, so this is interesting. Not only has Jack been arrested on, the resisting, which is probably just him, again, resisting, not wanting to go to jail, arguing with police, trying to fight the handcuffs, whatever, pretty simple. Possession of marijuana, again, illegal in most states. I live in California where you can have marijuana on your person. Depending on the situation, obviously a certain amount is legal, but if you go over that, and I'm not sure if that's the case here in Miami, but simple stuff. But then the controlled substance, I'm very interested to see what that is, because that could be a number of different things and could be the potential between him, getting a little slap on the wrist here, maybe a little fine, maybe a little, I don't know if he lives in Florida, but maybe a little court date, community service, or something way, way worse. So let's keep reading here. Specifically, cops say he was in possession of amphetamine, a medication used to manage ADHD and narcolepsy, and less than 20 grams of weed. This is interesting, the specifics on the drug arrest. Number one, he had amphetamine on him, which I assume is Adderall. Because it's not like methamphetamine, but they said it was a ADHD and narcolepsy drug medication used to manage it. So I assume it's Adderall or Ritalin or something to that degree. Probably Adderall, because that seems like what kids just use nowadays to stay up late versus actually using it for the medication process that they're supposed to be on, and even putting kids on Adderall. I say kids, he's an adult now, but even putting kids in middle school and high school on Adderall is fucking insane to me, but that's a different discussion for another day. That, I don't know if there's much he can really get in trouble for with that if he was using medication, and that's not sure what they can keep him on. But the 20 grams of weed, I wanted to check to see if this was like a higher level charge in Florida, because different states have different rules on these things. I'm not really sure. What I found in Florida, possession of 20 grams of weed or less is a first-degree misdemeanor, not a felony. A felony charge generally begins when possession of an amount of greater than 20 grams. He got fucking lucky that they didn't find a single more grams in there. Not one single one would have put him in really bad shape in Florida. But this is, I guess, the punishments he can be looking at. Up to 1 year in jail, I don't think that's going to happen. Up to 1 year of probation, that's probably going to happen. A fine of up to $1,000, probably. A mandatory 2-year suspension of his driver's license. I don't even think his feet can reach the pedals or that his eyes can see over the steering wheel, so probably won't be an issue there. We've already seen what happens when he tries to drive behind the wheel. Usually he's on his phone texting or looking at his chat, wrecking it into the side of the road and making sure his friend, whose face is bloodied to a pulp, continues filming him. So that dude doesn't need to be behind the wheel of a car anyway, so no problems there. Now, as far as what's going to happen to him, and again, just so you guys know what happens when this dude is driving, he'd rather film his reaction after he crashes in the rain.
Oh, fuck, can you hold this?
Buddy.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, my fucking car, bro.
Vamos, baby. Vamos.
Looking at being picked up like a like a baby, like a small child.
Oh. Fuck, dude. My fucking car.
Not my friend, not is everybody okay? My car.
Holy shit, no. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
I'll make sure, let me make sure I wipe off the lens so that we can document all of this for my either video or stream.
No.
Meanwhile, his friend is trapped in the car.
Michael, are you good? Oh shit.
Yeah, he popped his arm out. 30 seconds after you're crying about your fucking, I don't know, kindergarten finger-painted car, you go and check on your friend. This is the guy we're dealing with here, but apparently there's a video of Jack Doherty being arrested. Let's take a look at that. Here is the video of Jack getting arrested.
What? No. I'm going.
I got him. Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got him. Back up.
Bro, I love how, so if you guys don't remember, when we did our last video on this guy, his security, like, always fights his battles for him. Like, he'll go and do something to just piss off a random individual just walking down the street. Has nothing to do with what Jack's little antics are. Like, he'll bump shoulders with some person, or he'll, like, curse and scream at people, and then before they can, like, step to him and give him some consequences for his actions, his big-ass security walks in front. It's like, whoa, what are you doing? These motherfucking goofs don't realize that these are the police, that no matter how big your security guard is, he ain't about to do shit to keep you out of handcuffs right now. Stepping in like, whoa, what do you think you're doing? Enforcing the law, Dumbo. Get the fuck out of the way.
Don't worry about it. Back up. Yo, back up. Yo.
Chill.
Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him?
You want to be fucking funny.
Go to the sidewalk now.
You want to be funny. You try to get on the street. Go on the fucking street. I know who the fuck you think you are, bro.
Talk that shit to him. Officer, put that little fucking twerp in his place, officer. Let these kids know they can't just talk however they want to talk because they're influencers. This is the thing that people don't realize about this kind of lifestyle, right? This influencer lifestyle. You can get away with saying or doing or treating people however the fuck you want when it's all about clout and money and who looks like they're more popular, and there's this totem pole of like how you're supposed to act around certain people. And then you get in the real world where people that aren't on the internet or people don't know who the fuck you are because you're not really a celebrity, because you're not A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm talking Z level celebrity. I'm talking about the same people that would have been on the fucking Surreal Life back when VH1 was still popular. That type of celebrity level here. And the police don't know who he is. So they're talking to him like they talk to anybody else that's trying to obstruct or resist arrest, or just act like they don't have to follow the rules. Newsflash, when you're not online in these little clout circles that prop up their careers because they don't have any talent or skill, they have to either act like everybody else or get treated like the people that don't act normal and get talked to like a kid.
No, you're fucking not. He was trying. Like, after I fucking do this, who the fuck are you, bro?
I was trying to walk up the street, but
doesn't matter, bro. All you had to do was get in the fucking sidewalk. That's it. And you want to be fucking funny. That's it, bro.
Free JD. Free JD.
I said free JD, buddy. You need to go reevaluate life. You're talking about free JD? Jesus, where are your parents? Dude needs to get a JOB talking about free JD. Fucking hell. Keep JD. That's what we're screaming on this side. Keep JD. Teach him a lesson.
You're great.
Everything gotta be some goddamn content, man.
He's even the security guard's pissed. He said everything we do gotta be some goddamn content. Yeah. That's how this dude survives and again, he's run his own career into the ground doing shit like this. Now, again, I don't know if this was some sort of thing to try to like provoke a reaction and get people to watch, but when you do that so much and you jump the shark on this kind of stuff where you try to provoke reactions over and over and it gets more extreme and more extreme and more extreme, you get to the point where people, they don't want to watch anymore. Maybe I've said this in the last video, but there's a certain thing in the pro wrestling business called heat, meaning the people want to boo you. They don't like the bad guy. They want to see the bad guy lose. They want to see the bad guy get beat up, but they will tune in to see it. They will tune in to boo you. They will tune in to see more. Jack Doherty may have had that at one point. Now he has what we call go away heat, which is we don't like you so much that we don't want to see you anymore. We don't like you so much that we think we'd be better off and everybody else would be better off if you just ceased to exist on the internet, if you didn't have to be in our peripheral vision, if you didn't have to be in front of us or anywhere where two eyes could see you. That's where Jack exists right now. And he's done it to himself because all he's done is tried to rage bait. And by the way, this is how a lot of people operate on the internet right now. Not just Jack Doherty's, but there's a lot of Jack Doherty's on Twitter, in comment sections, people that don't have anything else going on, that they just want to invoke a reaction out of people. And it's almost always negative. But when you are the face that's on camera doing it and you provoke that negative reaction over and over and over, and you're just a piece of shit, and you just continue to be a piece of shit, eventually real life catches up with you, because you can only separate the real life and the on camera for so long until you turn in to whatever character or thing you're trying to portray. And Jack's long past that point. I mean, the kid needs to learn a lesson. A lot of these IRL streamers that are doing things for negative rage bait reactions, they need to learn a lesson, whether it's through the police, whether it's just through a real life interaction with someone that doesn't cower to them or doesn't sit there and treat them like they're some sort of sultan in this clout-driven brain rot internet shit. These people, I think society will heal the more we get back to treating everybody, celebrity or not, like they're a normal person. And this is just a good hate watch to see a guy that definitely deserves time, I think, behind bars for the car wrecking incident. I mean, that was insane, just crashing his car, texting, or on his phone while driving, I don't know how many miles an hour. But now they've got him on 3 separate charges. Not sure that any of them are going to stick to him and be, massive charges that are going to keep him in jail, which, again, they're mostly possession charges, but probably get a misdemeanor, probably get probation, probably have, to pay a fine or whatever else. But this needs to be a lesson, and I don't think that he's going to learn it because he's made this his personality, so I assume he's going to get in more trouble. But for the people that engage with that type of content, realize that this is not how normal life is. And I feel like we've gotten so far away from what normal life is that we got kids that can't even, I don't know, to make this like a, society thing, but we got kids that can't even go to school and focus. We got kids that are years and years and years behind on reading, math, and writing skills. Teachers that aren't teachers anymore, they're behavioral experts, so they kind of have to be. They have to play, behavioral problems and find out ways to keep kids not triggered and in the right headspace versus actually teaching them things. And it's because kids consume content like this dude's and many others that are just purely reality TV brought to the youngest possible audience because everybody has a fucking smartphone. Please, I beg of you, if you watch this video or anything else here on Wade's World, take something away from it in your daily life. Do not give this dude, Jack Doherty, a platform anymore. Let this be the moment where we break with scumbags and goofballs and these little pretentious, self-righteous, entitled little egomaniacs that haven't lived a day in the real life, didn't have to work a single job, didn't have to be told no, didn't have to do anything that they didn't want to until reality hit them in the face. No more of this bullshit. Let's have 2026 coming up be the year that we get back to normal because we desperately, desperately need it. On this channel, I'm going to keep trying to bring it to you. Anyway, Jack Doherty's arrested in South Beach. And as we leave off, we'll just end with the message from the Miami Beach Police Commissioner. He said, last evening, Miami Beach Police arrested social media influencer Jack Doherty as he was walking in the middle of a busy street while live streaming and ignoring repeated officer demands to clear the roadway. Bravo to the men and women of the Miami Beach PD, ensuring that entitled little shitheads, yes, like this, know that if you come to Miami Beach, you will respect our city, you will respect the men and women in blue, you will respect our laws, makes your entire community better. Our incredible law enforcement have my full support enforcing our laws regardless of someone's color, social media account, bank account, any other arbitrary measure that leads people to wrongly believe they have special entitlement in our city. Fucking bang! Love that, dude. Big shouts to the Miami Beach PD, and he's 1,000% right. I just said it. Let this be the era that we get back to normality. That no matter how many followers you have on Twitter, no matter how much money you have in your bank account, no matter what kind of clout you think you have, treat people like they're normal people, everyday people, not like they're better than you, not like they're worse than you. And society will start to heal. I promise you it will. When you don't have little entitled shitheads like Jack Doherty roaming the streets, things tend to work out better, and little kids have a better influence to look up to as they're growing up. W Miami Beach PD, and again, Jack Doherty is an absolute scumbag. Anyway, I got more videos coming. We are doing a massive, massive breakdown in the next couple of days on Hassan Pinhead Propaganda Machine Piker and his trip to China, just to show how much of a hypocritical shill that guy is. Stay tuned for that. And whatever else comes up in the current news, let me know what you guys want to see down below as well, and I'll cover it in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.